Good evening. It's Kim from Do Dash Farms, and it is time for What's for Dinner at Do Dash Farms. And there's Brian. We are happy to be back. We've missed you the last couple of weeks. Brian and I were on a trip to South Dakota with the East Tennessee Angus Association. This is the third time we've been able to join that group. They go out west and visit different ranches and shop for bulls and all that good stuff. So it was a fun trip, and we are so happy to be back home. And so tonight we are ready to cook something great for you for dinner tonight. And we're basically making a spicy noodles with ground pork dish. And Sharon Manning is watching. Hi, Sharon. Come by the market tomorrow. We'd love to see you. And Leslie's watching, Leslie Sands. Y'all, we are making spicy noodles with ground pork tonight. So I know that Brian has already gotten started on a few things, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, and then we'll talk and tell you a little bit about our trip and tell you who's going to be at the farmer's market tomorrow. So hold on a second, and let's say hi to Brian. Oh, hold on. There we go. Facebook has changed all the little knobs and things. So.
Hi, Kimmy.
Hi. So
All right.
what are we making?
So in here I actually have 2 pounds of ground pork.
Okay,
And
just ground pork.
Just ground. Well, no, I put a quarter cup of soy sauce in here. Just let it marinate a little bit before we fry it up.
Okay.
Really, you could just use 1 pound. I hope we have some leftovers because this will be a great
Lunch after
lunch
the farmer's market tomorrow?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So I'm going to put this in the wok. Actually, I need to add some more seasoning. This is a great find from Martha's Market in Dandridge.
Orange, ginger, garlic salt.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to put that in.
So a couple pinches.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong.
Okay.
And you don't have to use it. Something we like.
Yeah. Well, try different things, right?
This is oyster sauce.
Yes.
It's very salty.
Yeah.
You don't have to use it. I mean, this is one of those dishes you can kind of use whatever you want.
Yeah.
But we like the flavor. We use it in a lot of our Asian dishes.
So how much are you putting
probably
in there?
about 2 tablespoons.
Okay. Looks a little more than 2 tablespoons to me.
Right, 2.5.
2.5 tablespoons.
Chili oil. This is what gives it its kick.
Okay.
So,
and how much of that?
2 tablespoons.
All right. So for you, this will be in our newsletter. So we'll make sure that we get these measurements somewhat close. Yeah.
And about a tablespoon of sesame oil.
All right.
So I'm just going to mix this up a little bit, and then I'm going to put it in the wok. I've already made the noodles ahead of time to save some time.
Yeah.
In craziness on the show, and I'm just using pasta. I mean, just
spaghetti.
Yeah, you can use udon noodles, which I really like. They're very thick, and they're already cooked when you get them in a package. You just have to heat them up. You can use rice noodles too,
or even fettuccine if you like thin noodles.
Or angel hair
pasta. Yeah.
Personally, I like kind of a thicker noodle.
Hi, Betty Longworth.
And you can use a liquid. You can add some water to this and make kind of a soup out of it too. That's supposed to be like a Hong Kong version.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the
wok.
Wok here.
We're going to walk and roll. You all didn't see the eye roll. Hello, Mama Dash. Your mama's watching. You want to say hi?
Hi, Mom.
Yes.
And we've got 4 cloves of garlic. Of course, we have to have our garlic.
Yes.
Keep the vampires away.
Betty Longworth says hi. Betty, I hope you're doing well. We miss seeing you. I hope the farmer's market at Ebenezer is doing well this season. Betty is the market manager for Ebenezer, or at least was. I don't know if she still is, but she was when we were going. Linda Shipley Maxwell is watching. Hi, Linda, and Vicki Anders is watching. So what we're doing now, Brian, is basically he's mixed 2 pounds of ground pork with soy sauce, fish sauce.
No, oyster sauce.
Oyster sauce. Sorry. So let me start that again. 2 pounds of ground pork with soy sauce, oyster sauce, chili oil, and sesame oil. And a little bit of this ginger, orange ginger garlic salt. And he's put 4 cloves of garlic in there. He's cooking that up. John and Amy are watching. Hey, y'all.
And we're going to add some chopped up Brussels sprouts just to add some green to it.
Yeah.
And they were just left over. You could put spinach in there or
broccoli.
Broccoli, yeah.
Or anything like that you want. Donna May is watching. Hey there. Melinda, hi. I'm glad you guys are watching. So while Brian is frying up that ground pork in the wok, let me tell you a little bit about our trip that we took. So I was telling you we went to South Dakota with the East Tennessee Angus Association. We got to visit lots of not farms, they call them ranches out in that area of the country, and it was absolutely stunning. We did get to take a trip. We added a few days to the beginning, and we got to go see our grandson in Kansas City. He is precious and just all things adorable, and we were so happy to see him and his mama Christina and his daddy Brandon. So that was the highlight for me of the trip, and I think it was at Brian's too. We also took a drive through or a visit to the Badlands National Park and went to see Mount Rushmore. That's something I had never done before, so got a couple of things in there that we had never done, so it was really great. Tonight we're making spicy noodles with ground pork, and yeah, and you know, Brian and I were talking about this a little bit earlier. We would like to thank Jefferson County High School and Sevier County High School for changing kickoff to 8 o'clock tonight so that you guys could watch What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms. That isn't the real reason they changed kickoff time. It's so hot out there that they moved it up an hour. So you guys, if you're in what's that?
Moved it back.
But moved it back. Whatever. Moved it from 7 to 8. So anyway, if you're going to the game, that'll be good. It's going to be here in Dandridge. So yeah, and those are two of our favorite teams, so it's going to be a good one. Yeah, we thought that was kind of funny. Tomorrow we will be at the farmers market. We have missed the past 2 weeks, so we're excited about being there, excited about seeing everyone. So come on out and visit with us, pick up some ground beef, or ground beef, pick up your beef and pork. And next weekend is Labor Day weekend, so we're going to have a special at the Dandridge Farmers Market. Buy one brisket, get one half off. So if you're looking for something to cook for the weekend, if you're going to have a cookout with your family to celebrate the holiday or just to get together, come by and grab you a brisket next weekend. Buy one, get one half off. And so tomorrow we will also have onions and some eggs. Okay, so all of our other vegetables are gone. It has been a great season for our veggies, but we are at the end of those. But Living Kitchen Farms will be there, and Kane and Heather, they have lots of vegetables. So we got some comments here. Let's see what we got. So someone asked, was it hot in South Dakota? Yes, it was hot in South Dakota. They did have a cold front that came through, so there were a couple of days that were really, really comfortable. But for the most part, it was hot.
You know, it was like near 100.
It
a couple
was.
Days, but it was dry. The humidity was low, so
yeah.
And there was a breeze, so it was
actually
actually
nice.
comfortable.
Yeah. So what was your favorite part of South Dakota, Brian?
I mean, I just enjoyed seeing these big ranches. The biggest one we went on was 20,000 acres.
Yeah.
And it had its own lodge, and we stayed right on the ranch there.
Yeah.
And it's a family business.
Yeah.
And Jorgensen Cattle and Land, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
That
Beautiful.
was my favorite place.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. And I think on site there at that farm they had 2,000 head of cattle, but they have 6,000 head in all. Or they end up selling.
Yeah, I got confused.
Yeah, it was kind of confusing. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Tomorrow, gang, the farmers market. Let me tell you who's going to be there. We're going to have Sandy Ridge Vineyards, and they still have grapes. So if you're looking for grapes, come on and out and get them. Larry, if you're watching, Larry Hurst, they still have grapes. So come and get you some. Laura Wall with Found a Pearl Farm's going to be there. Hillbilly Homestead will be there. John Mueller, the Woodcrafter, is going to be there. We have Krieger Bee Farm. They're going to be there tomorrow. And y'all, They have local honey. It's raw, unfiltered, unprocessed, and it's never heated. And there are no chemicals or pesticides on their hives. So if you're looking for local honey, good local honey, come by and see Krieger Bee Farm tomorrow. And Living Kitchen Farms, I've already mentioned that. Feed Bag Rehab, Miss Pam will be there. House of Douglas, and Dudash Farms will be there too. Let's see, we got some more questions here. Paul Parker says, what's up, y'all? We're doing good, Paul. We're glad to be home. Lots of stuff going on this week. It was a busy week. Sharon says 98 in the shade here in Sevierville. Yeah, if you can find shade, that's the other thing. Jill Sweet, yeah, so glad you were back. Coming to get some steaks tomorrow. Yay! We're looking forward to seeing you, Jill. Paul said, you better say spending time with your wife or you will be in the doghouse. Yeah, that's right, Paul. Thanks for reminding us. I'm glad you said that. But no, we both really enjoyed it. We enjoy doing those things together. Hey, Rodney Pearson. We miss you. It's good to see you're watching tonight. So this week, very busy. We had 3 trips to the butcher because we've been gone. So 3 trips to the butcher, finished up the last bit of the second cutting of hay, and getting ready to start up the third one. I mean, it's coming right along, actually. So we're going to get 3 good cuttings of hay this year. So how are we doing, Brian?
I think it's almost done.
Almost done?
Yep.
So this is what it looks like.
Yep. And I actually added some water from the noodles just to thicken it up a little bit.
Got it.
Give it some
starchy water.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So, and he's added some Brussels sprouts in there. Did you add any onions?
Nope.
Nope. No onions.
Just garlic.
Just the garlic, and then but he is going to garnish it with some green onions, so that'll look really pretty. All right. And yeah, we got together last night, and Brian says, tomorrow's what's for dinner at Dudash Farms. What are you going to cook? But this is one of his favorite things to make when I'm not around because it is spicy, and I'm not a fan of spicy. But we've got some great visitors tonight that are going to be eating with us.
Our farm hands.
Our farm hands, and we want to thank them for taking care of everything while we were away. Morgan and Derek, they are awesome, and they love spicy food just like Brian. So I got I drew the short end straw, right? I drew the short straw tonight.
So what are you having?
I'm going to have tuna fish. But hey, I can do that. No big deal. Vicky says, did you guys get to stay in the ranch to see their operation? Yes, we did, Vicky. We got to see all the operations. We got to visit, and like Brian said, we stayed in a lodge on one of the largest farms. It was amazing. It's fascinating just how all that runs.
Yeah. And we got to go Ag PhD.
Yes. Okay. So if you know me, you're probably thinking, Kim Dudash watches Ag PhD, but let me tell you, this was one thing that I knew what was actually going on this trip. There is a group out of South Dakota, and they put on a show about basically the chemistry behind farming. That's why they call it Ag PhD.
Yeah, it's very technical.
Very technical, and we watch it on Saturday afternoons when we get home from the farmer's market because we're dog tired and we just want to sit down for a minute and have some lunch in the air conditioning. So I have started watching the show Ag PhD. We got to go to their operation, and they were actually recording their weekly or is it daily? Weekly podcast. So got to go in. I mean, it was live. That was really cool. So anyway, got to visit Ag PhD, and Hefty Seed.
Yes.
Hefty Seed Company is who they are. So anyway, it was fun, Vicki. We got to do lots of wonderful things, and like I said, we got to go through the Badlands. We also got to go to Mount Rushmore. some of the things that I've always wanted to do since I was a kid, and that was really fascinating. And I don't know if they're watching or not, but if Brad Dudash is watching, we want to wish little Natalie a happy first birthday. Today is Natalie's birthday, and she is the only girl of the Brad and Amy Dudash household. So we want to say happy birthday to Miss Natalie and say hi to Zach and Andrew. So, okay, he has it all dished up, y'all. This is our spicy noodles with ground pork. So
Yeah.
it looks really beautiful. Fine,
It may look a little tame, but it has some kick.
Yeah, it's not tame. It looks really good. So it's simple too. This is another one of those things that are simple and easy. So yeah, we will have this in the newsletter, and our newsletter will only have a few recipes. We'll try to come up with one maybe that we haven't done here, so you'll have another, but I will put some pictures from our trip. Okay, I'll include those in our newsletter so you can see all that we were able to do and see, and tell you a little bit about the ranches that we visited. We also visited a very large dairy out there, which was interesting, very interesting. So, and Michelle Dillon, hey Michelle, thanks for watching. Y'all, I think that's it. That's all we have tonight. We really do hope you'll come and see us at the farmer's market tomorrow. We'll be there from 8 until noon. Even if it rains, we're going to be there, all right? And we hope you'll come see us. And if you can't, just remember that we're going to have a, he's like, let's eat. We're going to have a special next weekend for Labor Day. If you come to the Dandridge Farmer's Market, buy one brisket, get one half.
And it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow also?
The special, yes.
Oh, the special is tomorrow. I thought it was next weekend.
It's both.
Oh, it's both. Okay, I need to get my story straight before I start talking. So tomorrow and next Saturday. Hey, Gary Cox, good to see you. Paul Parker says oxtail recipe.
Hey, that's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
We do sell a lot of them.
We do sell a lot of oxtail, Paul, so we'll work on that.
Usually it's a stew, so with the cooler weather coming...
Well, he says a recipe, so we could maybe include a recipe and not...
Well, but I think we could do that too.
Yeah, we could do it too, so...
Hey, Paul, if you have one, send us the recipe.
Yeah, if you have one. Oh, Gary gave me a little wave. Hey, Shannon, and Brad is watching. Brad, we've wished Natalie a happy birthday, so give her a big hug and a big kiss, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.